So what we have here today is the Sire S7 Strat. I was so impressed with the T-style guitar that I had reviewed that I was really excited to try out another one of their guitars and just to see the consistency and, you know, what some of the other stuff sounds like too. So we got us a Strat style guitar. It's got a humbucker and two single coils. And we're going to just take a look at it, do a little playing, and see what it's made of. So please give it a like, share, subscribe, or follow. I'd love to have you here as a subscriber. And yeah, let's get after it. So this was packed exactly the same as the first one. It was double boxed. I took the first box out to save a little time. And I really like how these are packed. You can see it's still in the bag. It also didn't move around in the shipping. Here are the tools and the tremolo for it. And get this thing out of the box here. And you can see all the styrofoam's glued in. It's nice and tight. Everything is really well. So I wasn't worried about any damage done there. We'll get this bag off here real quick and take a look at the guitar. So here's the warranty card for it. Also, I like the little nice touch with the wax paper over the strings. This fingerboard is absolutely gorgeous though too. So once we get this wax paper off, you can see it a little bit better. And it also had a couple tags on there, one for the Ernie Ball strings, also a Larry Carlton Sire Guitars QR code thing. And yeah, let's take a look at this thing. It is a beautiful roasted maple neck. Look at the fingerboard on this. It is absolutely gorgeous for $641. It is a fine instrument. There was no issues with the box being dented or anything like that, so I wasn't really worried about the finish or anything, but it is absolutely beautiful. So just like the last one, everything was great with the shipping and the unboxing. And now we get to take a little deeper dive and take a look and see what she's made of. Okay, so we're going to start at the tuners and work our way down through the guitar and down one side and back up the other. So I'm getting these strings off here real quick and get started. So we have the Sire branded locking tuners. Here they are. They are chrome. And it also has staggered posts, so you don't have to have a string tree for these tuners, which is pretty cool. And they work great. Everything's really good with them as far as there's no play. They feel really solid. And yeah, I think they're great. We have a bone nut, in which is really surprising to me considering most guitars at this price point do have a plastic nut. So let's move on to the fretwork, but look at how stunning this fretboard is. It is absolutely gorgeous. The frets are medium jumbo. The fret ends are nice. There are no spouts. There's no issues there. The abalone inlay is awesome. All that's really good. Also, all the frets were level. The frets work was absolutely outstanding. Here is the neck pocket. Everything's tight and there's no gaps. There's no issues there. That neck looks like it fits wonderfully. And yeah, just look at this fretboard and fretwork done here. It is wonderful. I just can't get enough of that. So I was really happy with this the workmanship on this guitar. We have a 9.5 radius at the first fret and a 9.5 radius at the 12th fret. The measurement at the nut is 41.91. The measurement at the 12th fret is 52.57. Now we have the width at the first fret, 21.93, and the neck width at the 12th fret right here is 22.40. Now we'll take a look at the neck profile. It is a nice C-shaped neck. It's very comfortable. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of an idea of what it looks like from the side view here. But it's a very easy, comfortable neck to play. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. And you can see here that it's just right, really, to be honest. It's just a very nice, comfortable, universal C-shaped neck. Let's take this pick guard off and see what the electronics look like. And look at this shielding. It is beautiful. The shielding paint's all nice and even. It goes all the way up the side of the body of the guitar. It's clean. It's just super nice. But I also want to take it one step further and just check to make sure the continuity is there, because shielding paint's got a little bit more resistance, but sometimes it doesn't work out just great. So yes, we are good to go there. So that means that this is actually working like an electronic shield should. And I think this is the first guitar that's under $700 that actually had good shielding and a good ground right out of the box. Here are the pickups. I'm not sure what magnets are in them. I did do a little research, but I couldn't find out what they were. But, they look good. They've got the labels to, if you ever decided to swap these out, you could always put them right back. Mechanical switch with full-size pots. It has the push pot for the coil split. Everything looks great there. Here are the measurements for the pickups. On the bridge pickup, we have 7.2K. On the push we have 3.6K. On the second position, we have 2.2K. On the third position, we have 5.5K. On the fourth position, we have 2.9K. And on the neck position, we have 6.1K. So they are pretty low output pickups, that's for sure. Here is the bridge, which for a cheaper guitar, the bridge is very, very substantial on this thing. So I wanted to kind of weigh it just so you could get an idea of the tone block and how if the picture doesn't quite give it justice. You have your individual saddles, which you can adjust the action intonation with, which is like anything else. It weighed 10 ounces, which is a pound is 16 ounces, so that's pretty hefty. Also, the tone block is very good. Here are the knife edges. They look great. And all in all, it's a nice bridge with good sustain and very, very well put together for this price point. Here's the claw, and all the routes on the back side look great. They even did the shielding paint there, which is pretty awesome. And everything's clean, nice and clean, and you can see the edges are finished. Everything looks great. Now we could take a look at the finish. It is a beautiful finish on this guitar. Everything is nice and done well. Everything on the body looked great. I like the little fret access to the higher frets there. It is a 3-piece alder body. And yeah, you can see that little slope right there, which is a nice touch. And it's great. It looks great. And you can see the different pieces right there where it was put together. And yeah, so can't complain there. Here is the neck with a satin poly finish on this, and it looked great. It feels great. It's not sticky or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And the setup out of the box was really, really good. The nut was cut well. The neck had plenty of relief in it, and the action and intonation was good. I just had to tweak a couple things just for my own personal playing style. But out of the box, it played really, really well. And yeah, I was really, really excited after getting this guitar for a little while too. So there she is, and it's a beautiful, beautiful guitar, especially at this price point. So let's do a quick little sound sample and see what we got. So I'm running through a Synergy desktop amp with the OS module in there, a Cab Zeus cab simulator, and then just various pedals. So nothing too fancy. And we're going to start on the neck pickup and run through some of the sounds and see what you guys think. So that would be the neck pickup. Let's run through on the two pickups together, the neck and the middle pickup. That would be the neck and the middle pickup. Let's just do the middle pickup. So we're going to do the middle and the bridge pickup in humbucker mode. And now we'll do the bridge pickup just as a humbucker. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference in the loudness of it. I probably had to do a little bit more adjusting on the actual pickup itself. So now we're going to split the humbucker, and all you have to do is push the tone knob to do that. Let's just put a little bit of dirt on it and see what that sounds like. So let's go with the neck and the middle pickup. And then we will do the middle pickup. And then the middle and the bridge pickup as a humbucker. And then the bridge pickup humbucker. There's definitely a pretty big gain boost on the humbucker. And then let's split it. Yeah, so definitely there's dynamics here, but they are definitely not as sensitive as what I personally like. But the pickups sound great. I mean, don't get me wrong, they sound great. So this is just something that when I'm playing that I feel, right? Like you can feel there's a certain dynamic that happens when you're playing that you feel. It's not the fact that the pickups don't sound good, because they sound really good, but there's a lack of depth and like sensitivity that I like with my guitars just because of the way I feel when I'm playing them. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to explain it. I'm also probably going to do another video with some different pickups to sort of explain what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's still a great guitar. I would definitely do something different with the pickups though. So what do I think about this guitar? I think it's built beautifully. The roasted maple neck is gorgeous. The fretboard is beautiful. It has a beautiful finish. It's really a wonderful guitar, especially for 641 bucks. I don't like the pickups. I think they sound a little flat. They're a little trebly, and it's a little hard dynamically for me personally, but I have very specific taste in pickups. I like what I like, you know? But all that being said, that doesn't take anything away from this guitar. This guitar is a wonderful buy. So I would definitely do something with this and like use it, use it as a modern guitar or, something like that. It's also something that you could really grow into as a student. I really like this guitar a lot. I like what Sire's doing. They're bringing in premium features at an affordable price, and I think it's outstanding. So if you made it this far, I just want to say thank you for your support and all you do for the channel. I love the comments, and it's just been really wonderful that way. So feel free to make a comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and we will talk to you on the next one. Thank you.